What's going on, everybody? Hey, finally, it's here, the Nicktendo Direct Podcast. What's going on, everybody? We are back with another NDP.
But we're going to see a spike in free-to-play games, mark my words, and they're going to do this Battle Pass model.
Then strike three, you're putting copyright claims on whoever uploads your video. So
whoa, I didn't know that part.
That thing for like $20, something like that.
When we get this YouTube money, Nick.
The only reason, oh god, yo, you alright, bro?
So guys, do you guys want to know the best experience with Fortnite? Let's take a good look. Y'all gonna drop kick you.
Oh my goodness. Yes, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Nicktendo Direct Podcast. What is this, episode 23? Oh no, where'd Abaddon go? Abaddon's gone. Where did he go? Either way, this show's already off the rails, but either way, how's everybody doing in the chat? Let me see here. We got Rufus up in here. Oak City, appreciate your chips. I see you. In the house gaming. What's going on? Who else was in here? I saw some other people. Crazy Greek dude, I see you, man. Who else? But either way, appreciate all y'all for stopping by. We got 12 people in here. Hit that like button so we can get this thing to 10 likes. Abaddon says his internet cut, so hopefully he will be back in a few minutes. But regardless, hey, we're going to have a good podcast regardless. So how's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling on the panel here, Saul? How you feeling?
Shitty. No, I'm just kidding. We're doing good. Good to be here.
Awesome. What about you, Lieutenant Surge?
Oh, I'm doing good, man. Doing good.
Dang, Rufus says he disappeared like the Vita. Robert says Viking Nation here. Hey.
Boo. Lock 'em.
Edward says Vita. It was the best. As we're waiting for Abaddon to go by. Let's just talk about, a little bit of how our weeks have been going and what we've been playing. Salty, what have you been doing?
I've been on the 2K grind, surprisingly, right?
Yeah.
My buddy bought the game for myself. Von Drook, shout out to him, because he knew I was not buying that game no matter what, because the way it's structured, it's just kind of like you got to buy the game, then you got to pay to win. So I was like, dude, if you buy the game, I'll buy some VC and we'll play that. So he bought it, and I'm actually, doing some ways around buying the VC
Might as well, right?
glitches.
Might as well, right?
So getting that glitch in, getting my VC, get my player up. We'll play that maybe tonight, get the 2K in. But yeah, that's what I've been playing. And then Red Dead and some Blackout. That's about it.
Yeah, we're about to go to the park in 2K with 62 overall rated characters and 70 overall rated characters. And we're just going to grind it out that way, because we're not buying VC this year. Unless somebody gives me VC, but I'm not buying it. That's just how it is. I didn't even buy the game, to be honest with you. My buddy game share with me was like, look, if you have Madden, I have 2K, let's game share. And I said, deal. We can do that.
Hey,
we can make that happen.
Nick, you know how it is, man. 2K is basically the game that just supports pay to win. You cannot, it will take you years to get up to 90s, right? With just grinding. Yeah. So 2K knows that you got to pay for VC in addition to buying the game to compete in the park and stuff like that. So it is what it is, man.
Yeah, it is what it is. Lieutenant Surge, what you been playing, man? I know you've been playing a lot of different things. I've been noticing you've been playing Assassin's Creed, some MOBAs, Madden, all that good stuff. So
man, I've been playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm a huge fan of the entire series, but they finally hit the nail on the head with me when it came to this one, because back when I was younger, studied all about Greek mythology. So the Greek time period is my thing.
Your thing, and so you went to
it.
I haven't played it yet. So
it's nice, especially being the grandson or granddaughter of Leonidas. Kind of makes you feel like you get to really be right there with it.
That's nice. What else you been playing?
Not only that, but I've been playing. I started playing Black Desert, the beta that hit Xbox. It's not bad. Yeah, it's still kind of grindy like Neverwinter was and all that other stuff, but it's still much better in graphics, but still the wow factor of basically WoW, where you have to keep running around and doing all these side quests.
Wow. No. So you said that's pretty much like you said there's a beta for it on Xbox. I haven't heard of that, so that's the crazy part.
Yeah, all you got to do is go on to the Xbox store, type in Black Desert, and it will pop up.
Wait a minute, Black Desert.
Black Desert Online.
RPG.
Yeah, what was it?
Yep.
When did they announce? That's starting to ring a bell, but I'm trying to remember what it is.
It was announced a while ago, actually.
Okay.
It was announced at E3,
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was.
it just came out, I think, 3 days ago. It's still up, I believe. I didn't play today, but I think it's still up.
For Andrew says probably could have naked this podcast hockey game. You mean made? He said probably could have naked this podcast hockey game finished early. Either way, Super Andrew, appreciate you for stopping by. We got some more people hopping in here. We got 16 people watching. Everybody, make sure you hit that like button. Get this thing to 15 likes. So we got some news to talk about today. Obviously, or else we wouldn't be doing a podcast. But so XO was yesterday, at least the inside of Xbox was yesterday for XO, and Microsoft had a few announcements to make. So we're gonna go over that. We're gonna go over Red Dead Redemption and the fact that they're just blowing records out of the water and having impressive sale numbers. Target apparently earlier this week leaked the N64 Classic, and then all of a sudden that was taken down. And then we're going to talk about NSO. Abaddon is back making crazy
Camera
going
falling
crazy
over.
and all this stuff happening.
I have to use my phone because for some reason I have an internet connection with my phone, but not with my computer. Like the Wi-Fi, but the Ethernet is not working for some reason.
The struggle.
The struggle is real over here.
The Ethernet shows it's connected, but I don't know what's going on. So
That's not good.
like
No, that's not good at all, man.
it's like there's some sort of like weird connection. As soon as I get it fixed over here, I'll switch over.
All right. Well, let us know when that happens.
I'll be here contributing to the conversation. I'm going to be here.
All right. Appreciate it. So, like I said, what have you been playing, Abaddon?
What have I been playing?
What? Yeah, what games you been playing? Not where, but what game?
And I hold up. See, I can't even get this thing to stand up. This is not cool. This is a struggle.
You can always just do the you need a selfie stick. You need a selfie stick.
Yeah, I'm too poor for that. I've been playing Octopath Traveler.
That's it. Octopath. That's it. Nothing else.
Yes, I need to beat Octopath before I get Smash
Hey,
Brothers.
chill. All right, I get it. He's got to beat Octopath before Smash Brothers. Forget the fact that you were streaming ARMS and everything else last night.
I mean, that was multiplayer with the Patriots. I even said that in the Discord, man.
Fair enough. I'm just giving you grief. So he's been playing Octopath, grinding that one out.
Man, it made me feel bad for him. My phone messing up. I gotta talk to you like the bootleg way. I have no selfie stick. You're even going to now Portal got a selfie stick.
Bootleg podcasts are the best way to go. They're a little more genuine. There you go.
Of course.
I'm with you. I'm trying to beat Octopath Traveler. That's on my list. Undertale, definitely on my list. I need to start Red Dead. That's going on the list. Need to start that one. And then that's pretty much it.
Wednesday, I'm going ahead and paying off my pre-order for Let's Go Pikachu.
Okay. You're gonna be hyped for that one. Oh, and 2K, as Salty said, we will be playing 2K here pretty soon. My buddy, game share with me, so now I got the game, and I got Groove Salt. Like, they improved a lot about the game. Like, all the things that we were kind of frustrated about last year, they improved it, except for the whole VC issue. But they're never gonna fix that. But either way, it was good. So let's go ahead and get into these topics. Let's just start with this one: Nintendo Switch Online. So 3 new NES games are coming to Nintendo Switch Online on November 14th. That is Wednesday. We're going to be getting Metroid, Mighty Bomb Jack, and Twin B. The only one of those games I'm probably going to play is Metroid. Let's just be honest about it. Like, that's probably the only one I'm probably going to play. Not interested in the other two. So what I wanted to talk about is, like, anybody in here satisfied with Nintendo Switch Online right now? Anybody?
I'm so satisfied I don't have it.
That's the same thing here. I did the trial for it, and I'm just like, dude, it's not really anything.
Can I jump on this?
Go ahead.
Here's the damage control.
No. I'm gonna keep it on. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys.
Okay.
When it comes to Nintendo Switch Online, I'm satisfied because I don't care about all the extra theatrics.
Damage control. Sorry.
No, wait. Let me finish. But I'm the minority.
Very
Nintendo Switch Online.
Yeah, you are.
Minority.
Nintendo Switch Online should be working good for everyone. You asked me a question, am I fine with it? I'm okay with it because when I played all those games last night, I didn't have one disconnect issue. I did not have one issue online for the most part. When I play a lot of multiplayer games, to be honest with you, my mic is muted most of the time. If I'm not your friend, I don't want to talk to you.
True.
So the whole voice chat thing doesn't really bother me because most of the times I have my friends either on the phone or I'm talking on Discord. Mm-hmm. So I'm using my phone most of the time anyway. So that really wasn't an issue to me.
Right.
So for the most part, I really didn't have an issue with Nintendo Switch Online. That's just me. But there are a lot of people who would like a native voice chat. Let's face it, there are people who were not around for Nintendo for the Wii or Wii U periods, or even the GameCube periods. So these people, they're coming from consoles that they're used to the service of having native online chat. Mm-hmm. So it's natural for them to want something they've been used to it for the past decade, if you want to be honest.
Right.
Decade, they had some of these features on their past console, on their previous console. Huh?
It's 2004, if you want to start with Xbox Live, man.
Yeah, over a decade, to be honest with you. So it's been over a decade. People have been used to these types of services. So I understand the grievances of the people, and I feel as though it should be acknowledged, and Nintendo needs to pay more attention to that than just their core fan base. Yes, your core fan base is always going to be here for you, but your core fan base was the Wii U. Everybody else moved on to other things. And while your Wii U, in my opinion, was a highly underrated system because the games on that console are actually really good, if they spent more time investing into the needs and desires of the people who like other consoles and want to get Nintendo as a secondary console, I feel as though they would have a much stronger pull in the game. To Salty's comment, when was this? Like last week you said this? I think it was last week or the week before. Whenever we had our discussion last, you spoke about graphics. And I'm on the other end about graphics not being the best thing. Well, I would say Nintendo should focus on making a stronger tablet. I'm not going to say they should go the route of making a powerhouse console like the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4 because right now they have a big hand on being the different option. All they need to do is at least run the game at minimum specs. If you can at least run third-party games at minimum quality, I'm sure a lot of people won't mind the graphical quality if the actual gaming quality still holds up and there is no big takeaway. The game can run smooth at a flat 30 or a flat 60. I feel a lot of people won't have any complaints. That's just me.
What you got? What you got, Salt?
Hey, Avedon's like that used car salesman, right? At the end, he started talking about power, which doesn't have anything to do with Nintendo Switch Online. And he kind of gets you distracted from what the real truth is, that the service sucks. And basically, what we're doing here is it's like you're going to work, right? You go to the cafeteria, you're handed a free sandwich for lunch every day.
I know all that though.
You get a free sandwich with lunch, right? You pay for the rest of your meal. You go about your business. You're doing this for years, right? And all of a sudden, they start charging you for the sandwich, but you're getting the rest the same. You know, you're paying the same price, but then you have to start paying for the sandwich. You're not getting anything in addition.
Right.
That's the same thing. It's just like I'm not seeing the value here. You know what I'm saying? Like, what did they give us in addition to these NES games? The infrastructure is about the same. It's just, I think it's all set up for this whole, Smash Brothers coming out, and they know that everybody's going to buy it. They're just like, oh my God, we didn't have to do jack. everybody's gonna buy our service. This is perfect.
I kind of,
Well,
you know?
I'll say that that's a bit of a reach to say that, because
I don't know if it's a
for
reach,
one-
dog. I don't know if it's a reach, dude. I don't know. I kind of agree with Salt on that.
You don't think that they're banking on the millions and millions of people that want to play Smash online, and they'll have to get this service?
That much I agree with. They are waiting for people to get smashed, but to say that they're not going to do anything or plan anything to make it better, that's a reach.
No, that's fine. But what I'm trying to tell you is, it's supply and demand, right? If they didn't have this marquee title coming out, I guarantee you the sales numbers or whatever, the amount of people that are actually, subscribing to the service is very low. Because like if you take a poll of your local friends, right, how many of them have actually subscribed to Nintendo Switch Online? Not many, right? And then once Smash hits, boom, that skyrockets. So it's like,
because I'm friends with people who are hardcore Splatoon fans, who are hardcore Pokemon.
That's fine.
So you're asking me the wrong questions here, but I will go on to say that, to your point, because you did hammer a good point in terms of fixing the online itself or changing the service. You're right that nothing has changed, but I also want to say in the fine print, which I read, and I actually made a video about this. They said that this is a free trial. So when you're playing a free trial, half the times it's like you're trying it out for free. Not anytime. In some cases, got the stand. Yes, I got the stand. I'm sorry. I got hyped off a ghetto moment I had. Come on. But yeah, I get what you're saying though. It should be. As I said, I will go over it again. I said in my point earlier, I just included a whole bunch of other things to show that I do agree with you from last week. I'm saying again that it should be better for everyone, because a lot of people, everyone has other expectations. That's what I was addressing. I'm in full agreement.
Here's my thing. Okay, so one, I have Nintendo Switch Online because I needed to play games like Splatoon, Mario Kart, Super Smash Brothers. If I didn't have to have it, I probably wouldn't pay for it. Two, they banked too much on the NES Classic games, like they thought people were going to be so excited for those, and so far it's not very exciting. And then on top of that, where are the special offers that we were supposed to be getting? I thought they would be.
Special offers are those controllers, man.
Yeah, exactly. So we got one special offer so far. The controllers. Okay, cool.
And don't forget the Splatoon wear.
Splatoon wear. Exactly. We need. Can we get more of those? Can we get some of those closer and in between, instead of just having, here's the NSO and here you go get your controllers and stuff. That's my biggest issue, is the special offers are dookie. They're banging too hard on these classic games, like everybody's gonna be excited for that, and they're really not. I mean, when the NSO first released, it was cool. I played Dr. Mario like 24/7. I played a few of the games. Me and Jake had a stream where all we did was play the sports games on there, and it was fun, right? But then after that, it's like, okay, whatever, cool. Haven't touched it yet. I'm gonna touch it when Metroid comes out, but that's about it. If they can figure out a way to make the service better and give us something more than just these classic games, I'm telling you, if all they gotta do is add different generations of games to this thing, I feel like that alone's worth the $3.99 a month. If you were able to get a library from each generation, that alone would be fine. But that's not what they have. And like everybody's saying, it's bare minimum. Like, they're doing the bare minimum effort, and they need to improve on it. Like, it has to be improved. Like you said, we've had native voice chat since over a decade. They need that. I know they're trying to implement with the app and be cool, but I'm not a big fan of how they're implementing that either. So I feel like there's room for improvement. I feel like they can do better. They need to do better. They need to listen. They kind of have a hard time doing that as well. Kind of just do what they want. But that's just my opinion on it. Anyway, am I satisfied right now? No. But at the same time, I feel like I'm in a figure 4 leg lock. Like, I can't go anywhere because Smash and all these other games that I want to play now are behind a paywall. And it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of got to do that one. Just kind of.
I mean, in all honesty, I don't have NSO, and the only reason I'm getting it is because of Smash.
Yeah, exactly.
Legit, that is the only reason I'm buying it, because the NSO games they were offering are not worth to me, because I don't like the older games that they're offering at the moment, and like the only reason I want it is to be able to play Smash.
Yo,
Let's be real. NES games are games that really no one really cares about.
right.
Yeah,
Yo,
they're not putting out the big name NES games.
Deswick 2000, thank you for that subscription. I appreciate you. Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the show.
My computer. It's not even my computer. It's just internet.
It's just your internet. Yeah, man. I mean, Nintendo Switch Online, it's cool. You were getting these NES games, but it needs to be improved. Add more generations. Add some Super NES games. Add some 64 games, GameCube games, Wii games, whatever. I think people would be a little bit more satisfied. You know, people already love your first party properties anyway, so you might as well just throw it in there. That's my thought on it. Anybody have anything else before we move on to the next topic?
I would just say that I guess I'm in full agreement with you that they really should put more focus into other titles. Like put more focus into games. What happened? I can't see the chats. What happened?
I'm just salty's in the chat, just trolling, and I'm just laughing at it a little bit.
I wish I could see the chat. 'Cause I'll be laughing with you guys too. But no, to agree with Lieutenant Surges, like we need some more games that are not just NES, because a lot of NES games are whack. Like they're taking the memorable NES games. Like the only memorable NES games that we really could talk about are really, let's see, Metroid was just
Legend of Zelda,
and Super Mario Brothers 3.
There you go.
And other than that, everything else kind of like falls by the wayside. I mean, you have other games people play like Super Tecmo Bowl, but after a few games of that, even that gets boring.
Right. I mean, Mega Man's, you got the Mega Man's, the Metroid, Tecmo Bowl, Double Dragon's on there already. You know what I mean? So
Double Dragon. That's one of the good ones too. I'll give it that.
But they definitely need to add some more different.
You talk about Mega Man, and everyone else has already released the Legacy collections.
Exactly.
So what's the point in having it on the NSO?
Including Nintendo.
Yeah. Even Nintendo has sent out the legacies. So why have that on your NSO?
I'm sorry, I'm going to get a lot of flack from this from a lot of people in the chat, but if Nintendo could look what Xbox does with Game Pass and figure out some way to implement that, I think they'd be really great. And I know a lot of people in the chat are going to be like, bro, what are you talking about? Xbox is trash box. I don't care. Xbox is great when it comes to their service and games as a service. 100% with that one. I know it's probably never going to happen. I'm just saying if they could implement it, that would be great. But you're right. It's probably never going to happen because it's Nintendo.
The value of Nintendo's first party games is just way too high.
Skyrocket. Yeah. It's way high. Way too high. But, I mean, some way if they could figure that out, that would be great. That's all I'm saying. So, moving on to the next topic. Let's go ahead and talk about this right here. And not only this, let's just talk about Take-Two announced their quarter two earnings. 420 and Red Dead Redemption has already sold 17 million copies worldwide already. And it's only been out how long has it only been out? For about
a week.
Well, I mean that was a week-ish, yes. Grand Theft Auto has sold 100 million, of all time here. Grand Theft Auto. So I mean, those are their two biggest titles, to be fair, from Rockstar, right? Or those two games. But I just thought that was ridiculous for it to be 17. That's crazy.
I'm not that surprised.
I'm not either.
I was. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was.
But over 100 million people own Xbox Ones and PS4s.
Well, that's GTA. I get that. I'm talking about Red Dead just in the first week, and so.
No, I'm talking about the total base users who own PS4s and Xbox One. Well over 100 million. So it's
let me counter that real quick. So nothing's a for sure thing in this industry. You just look at numbers like. The base, you can't base it off of like install base and all that other stuff because like PlayStation has 80 million, PlayStation 4s out there, and then some of these titles are struggling to sell 500,000. So based off of how many consoles you have, it's not a for sure thing. And when Red Dead 2 was being pubbed out there and had the trailers out there, people were like, oh shit, this looks boring. Man, this story looks like it's struggling. I don't know about this, man. You know, people were doubting it. It wasn't a sure thing by any means, because a lot of people were like, oh, Red Dead 1, how they follow that up? John Marston, extremely good character with a good storyline. And the fact that Rockstar hit it out the park in every avenue, and these sales numbers, I don't think anybody in the industry was predicting that it was going to outsell the original game within the first week. That's insane. You know, so Rockstar is the definition of what a publisher should be, what a developer should be in this industry. Their work is second to none, man. You look up, you know, Champion or Legend or this and that, like Michael Jordan in the NBA. That's where Rockstar is with their games. That's why GTA 5 is selling 100 million copies. That's why this game is selling record-breaking numbers. It's like, I know, Avedon, you haven't played this game, right? So it's hard to talk on a game that you haven't played, but this game is it's very hard to talk on a game you haven't played and on a developer that you don't know about, especially on a game that they were taking 8 years on.
Whoa. He said, I've been a fan of Rockstar since the original GTA series.
Yeah, but if you didn't play this last game, you can't say if they're the definition of
you said on a developer.
We got a debate on here.
Tell
me if you can talk on a quality of developer if you haven't partaken in their last game that they spent 8 years on.
Every time I talk about Red Dead, I've always said it was good.
I mean, it's the best game open world wise that I have ever played.
Game. Hold on. I always say it's not for me. Nick, every time Red Dead comes up, what have I said about it?
Says it's a good
every time.
He says he can tell it's a great game. It's just not his cup of tea.
What? So we'll run that back again.
Says he can tell it's a great game. It looks great. He can tell it's a great game. He's just not his cup of tea.
So what I'm trying to say to you, right, is this broke entertainment records, right? Entertainment records. We're talking about movie, music, everything, right? Within a weekend span. Plus, you extend that out.
You see people jumping for that. Call of Duty breaks records all the time. Come on,
not like this. Not like this, bro. Check the records. Check the records, bro.
I don't know.
Call of Duty doesn't these numbers, bro. So I'm sorry that doesn't hold water. They're not breaking entertainment records, bro.
Really?
Sorry, they aren't. Look it up.
They're not.
No, they really haven't.
So this is going past and beyond, right? It's doing stuff that's never been done in gaming, and the reason for that is because Rockstar is shattering what the definition of a game is.
Well, you fanboy.
The immersion factor. The immersion factor in this game is second to none, man.
Just think about this, though. Just think about this, though. They took 8 years.
Me, Nintendo.
No, dude. Think about this, dude. It took them 8 years.
8 years. You know how much money they spent on this game
to develop the game,
dude.
and like what other? Okay, let's be honest and be real. In this day and age, I'm not being a fanboy. I'm just saying, in this day and age, what other company and developer can do that? Can stop besides Nintendo IP properties? What other company can take 8 years to develop a game?
You guys calling me a fanboy is so far from the truth. I didn't even fucking play GTA 5 that much. I played the campaign. I didn't play the online.
True.
So I'm not a Rockstar fanboy, right? I didn't play LA Noire and all that other shit.
I played.
What I'm trying to tell you, I'm not a fanboy of Rockstar, but the proof's in the pudding, man. When you're shattering entertainment records with sales, you're doing something. All right. And it's only on PlayStation and Xbox. It's not like it's on PC. It's not like it's on Nintendo as well. It's on 2 systems, and it's doing that.
Lieutenant Surge, what do you got?
I mean, same here. I'm not a fanboy of Rockstar, but I've got to give them their props. Listen, hold on. Their last game they put out was GTA 5. They made all that money that they've made off of that, they put into Red Dead Redemption 2. While in the middle of making that, they were putting out free DLC for GTA 5.
Okay.
Not making anyone spend a dime to get all this extra DLC, and was still able to put out Red Dead Redemption 2 with the way it, like, I'm being truthful right here along with Saltiest. It is a very immersed game. It pulls you in and makes you feel like you're right there. And I mean, so, and like you said, it's only on 2 consoles, man. It's only on the consoles.
That's 66%. You say it's only on 2 consoles. It's going. You act like it's on. It's like 2 out of. That's like more than half right now.
I mean, it's about 50% of the platforms, but
66%, more than half.
Okay, I mean, I'm just counting the 4: PC, Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox.
PC isn't it coming to PC?
We haven't not. Yet.
Not as of right now.
Not as of right now.
Yeah.
Right, not as of right. Best believe Rockstar's gonna get that money. It's gonna come to PC. So
I mean, okay, so you come to PC. That'd be dope.
So we could pretty much say with those graphics, it's coming to PC. So we could pretty much say 75% of the game is going to have this game. All right. And I've always spoke good about this game. Every time I've been live and on the air, you never, ever heard me say anything bad or anything allude to anything bad about this game. So for me to come for that to even be in question, like I'm questioning Rockstar's ability. I just said I saw this coming. That's all I said, and y'all coming with your pitchforks and saying I expected this.
Oh no, I told you from the start. I expected them to blow.
I said I did
blow records.
I'd be honest with you, that was me. I said I'm the one who said I didn't. I underestimated the power of this game. I did. Let's be honest.
It's on the 2 most powerful consoles out there. Why wouldn't I expect this? The Xbox One X and the PlayStation 4 Pro bundle deals to buy this game. You think I won't see 17 million? If Mario Odyssey in less than 2 months could sell 9 million copies, I'm with less than 10 million units sold at the time of Switches, doing proportional math and the hype behind this game and the build up behind this game. Yes, there was a time people weren't as excited, but with the build up in the coming weeks beforehand, I was like, yo, this game's going to be big. Well, so I saw it coming. I saw it coming. I just didn't speak about it. And when I saw the game, I was just like,
I don't know. I had my reservations because it wasn't GTA. It wasn't Grand Theft Auto. That was my thing, dude. I was like, okay, it's Red Dead Redemption. And somebody said in the chat too, it was never a sure thing. Like a Western game like that is neat. It can be a niche thing. You know what I mean? Like not everybody's going to hop on board with that.
For the longest time, Zelda's been super niche. But at the same time, no one expected them to break the walls like they did it with Breath of the Wild.
It's fair enough. But
so that's why I said it's like I expected this. That's why I'm saying it's like, yo, I've been playing Grand Theft Auto games. I've been following Rockstar. Listen, you want to talk about going back with Rockstar? Who here? I'm gonna make everyone mad right now. Who remembers State of Emergency?
Say that one more time.
Who remembers State of Emergency? Let's make everyone mad right now. Let's make everyone mad right now.
No.
So it's like, let's go.
Fair enough. His phone.
I think we're losing Abaddon again.
No, his phone. No. But here's the deal. I'll be honest with you guys. Let me so everybody can see my face. I underestimated Rockstar in this situation. I did not think it would come close to this. Be honest with you. I thought it would be maybe 8 or 9, not almost double that in total. So hats off to Rockstar for making a good game. Like I said, it took them 8 years to develop this game. Like they're the only company that can really do that. Like Lieutenant Surge said, they can develop a game for 8 years while making free DLC for another game. Like they're the only company that can really do something like this. Because think about it, like in this day and age, this generation of gamers want everything now. Like that's why Call of Duty's coming out with a game every year. That's why Assassin's Creed's coming out with a game every year. You know what I mean? And so for them to be able to do this and pull it off for developing the game for so long, I just got to give them hats off. That's just me. I doubted you, Rockstar. Forgive me. Please forgive me. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, all I got to say is the fact, even the GTA is that money printing machine, which it is, right? It's just printing money at this point, right? They still almost spent $800 million on the production of this game, which is fucking insane, dude. Just imagine.
And didn't they make it back?
Well, they made it back in a week, basically, but that wasn't a for sure thing. Like, you're developing this game and it's taking 8 years. Imagine being that company and having that much faith in your developer, right? In the developers, and saying, we're going to invest however much money and time that we need to, because we know the proof's in the pudding, right? The product's there. We know you guys are going to put out a banger, because let's be honest, there's a lot of things that happen in game development, and sometimes games don't come out the way they were supposed to. This game very easily could have had a shitty campaign, or it could have been buggy or this and that, and they could have lost a lot of money. But they didn't, because they know the quality's there, and that's what I'm saying. Rockstar is like the Warriors of like the Warriors from the NBA, man. There's no competition. It's just the proof's in the pudding. Look at the stacks. Analytics don't lie. This shit's selling like hotcakes because it's the product's moving to casuals. I have friends that don't even play video games. They're like, "Hey, you gonna pick up that Red Dead 2?" I'm like, "What? I didn't even think you played video games, dude."
Right.
And they're playing video games, dude. Like, I mean, this is like. It's crazy. So it is what it is, man. I'll hop off the Rockstar train or whatever. It's just really good, man.
I gotta say, the only other game that's got as much hype and scariness to it right now has to be Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh man, yeah.
That's the only other game that's got this hype but scare factor. Like, oh my god, is it gonna be good? Is it gonna come out on time? Like, it's the same thing as Red Dead 2.
Yeah,
it's taking so long for this game to come out.
Not to mention Square Enix is falling apart, but
yes, that's what's really scary.
But we'll keep it on the hush. I didn't want to talk about that here because that would really make me sad. Abaddon, I guess he's gone. He'll be back, I guess. Let's move on to the next topic. We'll go ahead and go to this one. XO18 was yesterday, at least inside Xbox was yesterday. They've been having the event, I guess, all week. Microsoft had a few announcements here, so everybody who's in the chat who are Microsoft haters, I mean, sorry about you. We're going to talk about it. So they had a few announcements for XO. PlayerUnknown's Battleground is going to be on Game Pass starting next week, so there you go for that.
Wait, what's going to be on Game Pass?
PUBG is going to be on Game Pass starting next week. Crackdown 3 finally gets the release date for mid-February. They showed a Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer, so there you go. Everybody was hyped about that one.
And the creator was there too.
And the creator was
Sorry, I got a lot to say about this. Keep going.
And the creator and the creator was there to talk about it. Final Fantasy 13 Trilogy is backwards compatible on Xbox One. They showed a new Sea of Thieves multiplayer mode, which kind of looked kind of lit.
Sea of Thieves Arena.
They go ahead. They got mouse and keyboard support, which starting with Fortnite and Warframe. Fortnite that kind of concerns
no, that's good.
me.
It's okay. It's okay, Nick. They already said that if you have the inputs for mouse and keyboard, you'll be match made with mouse and keyboard players.
So they are going to fix the matchmaking.
They announced.
Cool.
I got you, fam. I got you.
They announced 2 studio requirements, right? What was it?
Yep.
In Exile,
In
Exile and Obsidian.
Yeah. In Exile and Obsidian.
In Exile, there you go. They showed the game Void Bastards from the creators of BioShock, which looked
oh my
awesome.
God, that game was fucking amazing.
They showed a Telltale type of game. What was it called? Thief of Thieves. That was one there. They also gave us details on their Black Friday deals, and then they showed us. And what I find cool about this is they're the ones breaking sort of the different reveals for Devil May Cry and Kingdom Hearts. It's kind of weird that they have sort of like a marketing deal there. So anybody who watched
oh my God.
I watched half of it, and then I had to go play Madden. Salty, you're the Xbox dude. Run through it.
Hey, I'm just going to let you guys know that you are privy to my thoughts and impressions on XO before I even did it on my channel, because I've been busy all weekend long. So make sure you go to my channel and subscribe. Show me some support. Yes, if you haven't heard of me before, Salty's Gaming, 2 words. I'll put the link in the chat. I'll break it down for you guys nice and gentle. That's what she said. So let's start off with PUBG announcement. I think we all saw this coming. at least people in the social media realms for Xbox. PUBG is kind of the third wheel at this point when it comes to battle royale.
It really is.
They're falling off, and they're trying to move into the console space with the announcement with PlayStation 4. Not much excitement's there for PUBG, and rightly so, because the game is garbage. So they struck while the iron's hot. Microsoft's probably like, hey, your player base is kind of down. Well, let's throw this in Game Pass and get your player numbers up, and maybe people will buy your game. So that announcement I saw coming. But the main thing for me was the Crackdown 3 footage, because if you guys don't know the history of Crackdown 3, it's kind of been a joke and a byline for a lot of people. Oh, Crackdown 3, we've heard it since like 2014 or some shit, 2013, right? So people hear Crackdown 3 and it's just like, it's a joke, right? It's the cloud. It's Crackdown 3. This game is a joke. It's never coming out. It's getting delayed. And it's just finally, they started having rumors about this guy in Clobrel from Twitter saying, hey, Crackdown 3 is going to deliver on promises. And I listened to that. I was like, man, there's no way, man. This game is trash, whatever. And I started listening to him, and he has inside info. He started saying like specific details on Crackdown. I'm like, this sounds a little bit too specific to be fake, right? So then I started getting my hype level up for Crackdown, which I had no hype level. Let me tell you, I thought it was just dead. And then they came out and showed the footage of Terry Crews just fucking making jokes. I'm like, the more Terry Crews, the better, honestly. And this game's going to have Terry Crews in it, which I'm on board for. The Old Spice dude that flexes his pec muscles every chance he gets, right? We all love Terry Crews. Breaking through walls.
Old Spice body spray makes you feel like
Old
power.
Spice. Yeah. So anyway, they showed the multiplayer, and the developers said specifically that it is cloud-based destruction, which was kind of in question with these delays. They said it wasn't going to happen, but some of the shit that I was seeing in the video was cool, man. I think it looks fun. I think the multiplayer is going to be really fun. It's called what is it called? Man, destruction or it's something. The mode is basically where two teams get together. You try to kill the other team, and then you try to destroy the buildings and then wrecking. It's crazy. So the cloud-based destruction is computed through the cloud servers.
Let me say something about that, because I got to be honest with you. On this channel, and I've been on record on the Nicktendo Direct now saying that I don't care about Crackdown because they've been delaying it. And to be honest with you, I'm still not privy on it, but I'm not gonna lie to you. The destruction looked pretty good. It looked pretty good. Everything is destructible. You can run through walls. That's about to be crazy and chaotic, and I hope it does well.
So the thing that you got to take into account here is they announced 16 games that they're adding into Game Pass in addition to their first party titles that are dropping day and date. There's sales going on for Black Friday where you can get this 6 months of Game Pass for half off. There's some crazy deals going on. And then they announced that they're going to be adding Son of Sacrifice with Hellblade. Yes. Hellblade's going to be dropping in there. The new Ori is going to be dropping in there. The value for Game Pass is just insane.
Skyrocketing.
It's crazy. I mean, find me a better value in gaming right now out there. There's nothing that matches the subscription service. The value is insane. You could find literally one game that will pay for your subscription for Game Pass, but they have so many games in there. I keep adding them. All these developers start seeing these numbers where people actually buy more of the games that are in Game Pass when you're subscribed there, and they buy more microtransactions. So it's actually better for these struggling developers to kind of put their games in Game Pass because it moves their product. So you're going to see a lot more developers put their product in Game Pass, and this thing's exploding already. So you got PUBG and then Hellblade. I didn't buy Hellblade because I was kind of questioning it, and I've heard rave reviews. I get to play Hellblade. They're going to be dropping Ori in there. Crazy.
When they put Horizon 4 in there, Horizon 4 sales went pretty high just for the fact that they had a free chance to get the game through Game Pass. And so instead of spending the money that you would normally spend on the game, they went ahead and threw it into car packs.
Yeah. I mean, they broke records with Horizon 4. That was in Game Pass. State of Decay 2 did bangers. It was in Game Pass. Every game that pretty much is dropped in Game Pass, Sea of Thieves, broke records. They have analytics to back it up that these games sell more. Like I said, they sell more copies, so people are buying the game and they're spending money on microtransactions. And this is kind of goes opposite to what people think it is. Like people think, oh, they're gonna get Game Pass, get a try out a game, and then never buy it. That's not what happens. So I want to see this go into other, Nintendo. Man, that'd be awesome, right? If they had a Game Pass type service, drop first party titles day and date. You just play them. They have other titles in there. That'd be crazy. If there's a value like this.
It'll never happen. It'll be crazy.
It's gonna never happen. Why though?
Their first party title. They know. Oh, go ahead.
Nintendo super stingy with their value of their first party games. The way Nintendo values their first party games, they're not going to do that.
So what I'm going to tell you, Avedon, is in this, even with Nintendo, with their brand recognition, they need to get with the future and get with the program, because eventually you get left behind. No, look at the profit margins, and I could DM you this, okay? Nintendo is way down the line when it comes to profit margins. They're way down the line. Xbox didn't have shit for games in 2017, and they're like 4th on the list. Okay? Well, so they do need to. I mean, eventually, like if you have that
you're saying this.
I mean, if you're shilling for,
let me stop right there for a second.
Nintendo, why
no. I'm not shilling for Nintendo. First of all, calm down for a second. What I'm going to tell you, let me educate you for a second, okay?
You're going to
what I'm going to tell you is there are a plethora of ways that you can grow as a business. You saying that's the only way they need to grow? That's super narrow-minded.
Did I say it was the only way? Did I say it was the only way?
You said that they need to do that.
Putting words in my mouth, sir. Did I say it was the only way? Did I say it was the only way?
You said they need to do that. I said they don't need to do that. That means it's the only way.
What I'm telling you is businesses need to evolve or they get left behind. You see that in all forms of businesses. So if you are stubborn and you think your way works, you'll get left behind, sir.
Oh, that I could agree with.
So what I'm saying is that the cloud is going to be the future. You see that with Google, Amazon, everybody else is big players in the game. And what I'm saying is subscription services are the future. If Nintendo is stubborn and they don't get on board, they're going to get left behind. Period.
That's funny, man. No.
I mean, in truth, like PS4 came out with their version of a Game Pass first. But it's all streaming, where you have to go in, you find the game you want to play, and you have to be connected to the internet to stream the game to play it. Well, then Xbox took it a step further and was like, okay, we're going to actually put the title there, and you get to download it and play it even when you don't have internet. Like,
I mean, why is it so hard to want to expect more from your company? I mean, the definition of fanboying on a company is just getting what they shovel out into you, the shit they're serving you, and you just eat it and say, thanks, sir, can I have some more, right? That is the definition of a fanboy.
Yeah, I agree.
If you have something that is not good, you need to ask better from your company or you're a fanboy. Sorry.
Salty just laid the facts down, which I agree, which is why I've always been like, look, I want Nintendo to do more.
Nintendo Switch Online, does it suck? Yes. Give me better shit. I want a subscription service like Xbox. Give me better. I mean, the list goes on. And with Xbox's first party games, did I say, hey, Xbox has the best games ever, man? I am super satisfied. No, I said it was like a fucking desert out there for me. I didn't have shit, man. Good thing I had services because I didn't have games to play, but I wanted more from my company. So that's the definition. I don't know if you guys could tell this, but I get salty. That's the name of my channel. Not a lot of people are used to getting it. I could shovel it out, but I like to debate. It's not nothing personal.
Speaking of wanting more, like I'm really glad hearing, because I didn't get to watch the XO.
Yeah.
But I'm really glad of hearing that Xbox is buying out Obsidian.
It's awesome, right? I mean,
that is amazing.
I'm just glad that they're buying
I love
videos and they're doing
Obsidian
something like
games.
this. Yeah, Obsidian.
I love
does good work.
Obsidian games. Like New Vegas was probably my favorite Fallout ever. I'm gonna put that out there. That was my favorite Fallout ever.
It was decent. No, here's the thing, man. Everybody knows me. I am that dude that likes Nintendo.
I think you're muted, my dude.
He did go mute.
Everybody knows me. Mute button.
All you saw was the mouth moving.
Oh, good. Oh, we need to keep going.
Keep
okay,
talking.
I get it. I get it.
Okay. I'm back. I'm back. Sorry. I'm
no,
back.
Obsidian. They did Knights of the Old Republic too.
Yes, and that's what I'm hoping we can find a way for them to come back to. I would love for a new Knights of the Old Republic, or at least a newer game with that format.
Yeah, both of these developers that they picked up are very adept in making RPG type games.
Yeah,
so that bodes well because the Xbox lineup is kind of sparse with RPGs, and these guys have a history of just making really good quality RPGs. So I'm excited in the possibility.
Neverwinter was a good game.
Yeah.
Ryko said it best.
I think that they're just trying to diversify the portfolio per se, RPGs, because if people don't know this, like the Game Pass is like their bread and butter right now. Like that's the forefront for Microsoft because they see that being like the Netflix of gaming. So they want to diversify their first party
it's
studios.
not the Netflix of gaming. It's more of it's them taking GameFly and sticking it in their own thing.
Yeah, but they want to have control over their studios, right? That's why they're snatching up all these.
Yeah, but that's good.
Yeah,
I'm glad to finally see.
Ryako said this best in the chat. I get what Salty's saying, but when you look at the rate at which Nintendo games are selling, I don't think they want to pass up that kind of money. I agree. I think that's what I agree on. Like Nintendo, I think they don't
that's fine.
I think they don't see the value in it. Of having a subscription service such as Game Pass, I think they're missing out. And I mean, here's the deal: you don't have to. I'm telling you once again, this is easy. You do not have to put your first party games in there. If you want people to buy your first party games, that's fine. That's fine.
Nick, what I'm trying to tell you is I'm trying to show you statistics, right?
Right. I get what you're saying.
It's hard to see this concept of, hey, I'm subscribing to a service where they're dropping these games in there and I can download it, but it actually increases revenue. And
I get what you're saying. I know I 100% I'm on board with what you're saying. Like I know, trust me, I'm with you on this. I'm just saying on the fact of Nintendo, like fine, if they don't want to put their first party games day and date in there, fine. But come up with some other sort of Game Pass model to make the NSO valuable.
Well,
whether that is like I've mentioned, whether it's different generations of games, and you pull them out, much like Game Pass does, and you swap them in and out. I think that would bring enough value for the low price point that they already have right now. They're not selling it for $9.99 a month. It's right now. It's what $2.99 a month, $3 a month, $20 a year. So like, I think that in itself would be enough if they did something like that. I don't expect them to go Game Pass on it because, like I said, it's not. You're not paying that much into it. But I would like for them to implement some sort of Game Pass like later. But I don't think they will because, like Ryko said, they put too much value in their first party games. I don't think they would ever do that.
Well, see, here's my thing on this. Right now, Nintendo is still riding on the Switch still being a newer console and still having all their big first party games. All their every single time they bring out a new console, they got all their first party games that start switching over to the new console. They're still riding that train right now. They've still got all their first party games that are still coming out right now, but that's going to die out here. You know it will. It always does. Every time. Literally within the first 2 years of Nintendo having a new product on the field, all their first party game titles are already out and then they start dying down.
Hey, even a way that they could approach this system is not drop it day and date, but like once the sales start to die down for some of these bigger first parties,
I agree with that.
Stick it in their subscription service. People have access to it, maybe 2 years later, a year later.
I agree with that.
They
can definitely get a middle ground with it. I agree with you 100% there. They could definitely do something like that. like I said, I don't see them doing it. I see them being very stubborn in this, and they're going to wait until the absolute last minute and doing it. And that's me as a fan of Nintendo saying that. I feel like I want them to do something like this, but they will take a while. I guarantee you they will wait till the absolute last minute when to do.
I promise you that you're going to see this.
So long to do it in an online service that they didn't need to do.
You're going to see this more than likely on the PlayStation 5. They'll do something similar. You know, they already have PlayStation Now, which they're letting people download their games. And where do you think that came from? That came from direct response from Game Pass. You know, so
no, DirecTV or not DirecTV. PS4 Now is or PlayStation Now. It's not a downloadable thing yet.
No, you can do it now.
Oh, do they? Okay, last time I owned a PS4, it was still in the streaming service.
Yeah,
where
they
streamed it to your account.
Yeah, they used Gaikai or whatever the streaming service. It was pure streaming, and you know, people were complaining about input lag, and then Game Pass dropped, and then a couple months after that, they're seeing the success of Game Pass, and then surprise, surprise, you can download some of the titles. You know, so
well, see, here's another thing. Like we're talking about that, I could see a bigger increase in Xbox if they stuck their Game Pass as a bundle to boost their membership, put it as a bundle for that, and they're gonna skyrocket it because people are gonna say, okay, let me just go ahead and pay for this as a bundle instead of just paying for my Xbox Live subscription and then paying for Game Pass.
All right, so we do need to go on to the next topic here pretty soon. Abaddon's back. You all right, bro? You good? Chilling? You're muted, dog. You're muted. Oh, no. I hit the mute button again. Can't hear you. I don't know what's going on, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Technical difficulties here in the podcast. But let's go ahead and move on to the next topic here. So, N64 Classic.
Oh, yeah.
People kind of want it, right? Some
I want it.
So PlayStation announced their PlayStation Classic, and so that was announced. The game library was announced. They kind of took flack for that, all that good stuff. So everybody had it. The rumor was that there would be an N64 Classic coming from Nintendo. That was the rumor that was coming down the line. And then what do you know? This week, I believe it was it Monday or Tuesday? Or
I think Wednesday? It was Tuesday. It was Tuesday because I saw it.
Target went ahead. If you typed in the N64 Classic, there was an ad from Target that said, purchase your Nintendo 64 Classic here. And then within a few hours, that ad seemed to just disappear. So now people are anticipating that with the rumor that there will be 2 Nintendo Directs this month, that within this next rumor direct that hasn't been confirmed yet, Nintendo will announce an N64 Classic. It seems to be coming together, and I have to say, I'm fairly excited about this one. I will tell you right now, it's going to body the PlayStation Classic. Anybody have issues with me saying that? Like,
no, I'm stoked for an N64 Classic.
I mean,
that was my first Christmas present.
There you go. So like this classic console will do. I already tell you right now, because of the first party titles that can be on it. I mean, we could start listing off a whole bunch of games for it, but so let's just start here. Do you think this was just something magically happened? Do you think this was a mistake by Target, or do you think this was just real? I mean, obviously it was a mistake by Target, either one way or other. But
it's definitely.
You think it's real?
It's definitely real. I believe it's real. I do believe that Nintendo is probably going to announce it during the next Direct, and it will be probably something that comes out right here, either right before or right after Black Friday.
Right before, or right after Black Friday. I think it's going to be after. Let's see here. Crazy Greek says N64 Classic will sell out for months. They will not keep with demand. You're possibly right on that one.
That's what I'm saying though. Like this, that just hearing the fact that they're talking about an N64 Classic, it just like rings the heartstrings of my childhood, man.
I think it rings the heartstring of all of our childhoods.
But like, no, like I owned the NES, I owned the SNES, but the N64 Pokemon Stadium Edition was the very first Christmas gift that I ever got that was a game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I've said this before. The N64 is my favorite console of all time.
Yes,
just like the titles on there, man. I remember playing Madden 64 with my buddies, playing WWE. What was it called? WWF back in the day versus
WCW versus NWO Revenge,
NWO,
WWF WrestleMania 2000, WWF
Mario
No Mercy.
64. Pokemon, Donkey Kong 64,
Mario Kart 64. Come on,
GoldenEye. Like that was like the best part of my childhood right there, man. Having sleepovers, eating pizza, drinking soda, playing GoldenEye. Just crazy.
Having four controllers, so everybody's playing at the same time.
Yeah. Yes. So I'd definitely be on board with the 64 classic. I'd be right there. I didn't buy any of the other ones, but I would be day one for this one for sure.
Oh, I'd be pre-ordering it. I'd be picking it up the moment it drops.
Abaddon, what were you saying?
Oh, so you guys can't hear me now?
Yes,
we can hear you now.
You got you.
Welcome back.
Goodness.
We're talking about
crazy.
We're talking about the N64 Classic. We're fanboying over the N64 Classic and the whole Target leaking it.
I heard Salty's definition, and so far no one in this chat has been doing that.
What?
No, I heard Salty's definition for a fanboy.
I'm fanboying right now. Shove that N64 Classic down my throat. Bring it here.
We are fanboying
down my throat. Doesn't matter how much it is. Let me.
I will pay whatever.
Please. Bring it.
I will pay whatever.
That's all I want.
Take my money.
Take my money. All of it.
Take my money.
I don't care. As
long. Listen. I need people to play with. That's it.
Holy body.
My friends don't live right. It's like I'm thinking. I got my son. I'm like, okay, we got Mario, got Kart.
Hey, is he getting abducted by aliens or something?
He's botting over there.
I am.
Yeah,
you're botting, man.
You're botting pretty hard. Heck with Comcast, dog.
I just want to say this last thing. Honest to God,
I'm about to call it a night, guys.
I'm gonna say this. Honest to God, and y'all can roast me all you want to. If the N64 Classic was the same price as the Xbox One X, I would be buying the N64.
Still quiet. That's
What?
What did you say? Hold on.
I would still be buying it.
Repeat that one more time.
I said $5 on that.
If the N64 Classic was the same price as an Xbox One X, I would still pay the money to get it.
No
way.
No way.
No, but
that's how hard I fanboy over the N64.
If it was $59, if it was $59, if it was $9.99,
hey, $59, I'd pay for that too.
Even if it was $9.99, $100, just as much as the PlayStation Classic, sign me up.
I'm just saying. That's how much I fanboy over, and that's how much I care about the N64. Is I would pay whatever it costs to get it.
Akuma says, "What?" And then Crazy Keeper says, "You're crazy. Only if it had every game possible." so I mean, here's my deal. You mean Mario 64, obviously. Mario Kart, okay, cool. Pokemon Stadium, I think will be hard to do because Pokemon Stadium was revolved around you having your Game Boy cartridge. And so, unless they're giving out those free packs so you can put your Game Boy cartridges in there, I don't think Stadium would work out.
I played Pokemon Stadium without a cartridge.
You gonna rent Pokemon then?
I did it, and I beat every single gym battle.
Fair enough for you, but for me, I want to have my own Pokemon. But those mini games were lit. I will say that much. You're gonna have to have Mario Party 2, not one Mario Party 2 on there because Mario Party 2 was.
Oh, it's finally working.
There we go. Mario Party 2 was the GOAT.
Yes, that was the GOAT of Mario Party altogether.
You're gonna have to have. I would love to see GoldenEye, but that's gonna have to take between them and Rare. Oh no, he's back! He's back on his stuff.
Oh my gosh, it feels so good to be back.
He's back finally. So Diddy Kong Racing's won. That's a good
oh
one
my gosh.
GoldenEye, I would love to see. I mean, we could go on and on. Donkey Kong 64. I mean, pretty much just bring that whole the whole Rare library if possible. if they can make a deal with Microsoft and make it happen, you know what I mean? But you have it.
Celsius, we're gonna have a round. We're gonna have a round two about this. Not now, because out of respect for Nick's time and his podcast.
I was like, this dude's still salty for that.
No, because I heard everything you said when it went off. Like, I need to say something, but I can't. But it's all good. It's all good. You won this one. I can't. I gotta take the L tonight.
Take the L. Take the L. And eat it like Jameson Winston. This is the L. Who wants to eat an L today?
I'll take the L tonight. It's all good. Okay. But when it comes down to the N64 Classic, I really want this to be. I really want Nintendo to pull what Sony did against Xbox at that last E3. Like, Sony got caught their pants down with this PlayStation Classic, and I feel bad for them right now because they are looking like little suckers right now with this thing you call a classic. That is a money grab. If y'all want to call something a money grab, that is a huge cash grab. And I don't know if people are going to buy it now because Final Fantasy VII, I feel as though, all right, I can get in a lot of trouble for saying this, but I feel like
do it anyway.
Final Fantasy VII was a waste of a title to put on a PlayStation Classic. Mainly because it's on the PlayStation already. You can get it on PlayStation already, on your PS4. And on top of that, it's coming out on Switch. You can see it almost everywhere. Why don't you put out like Final Fantasy 9 on that thing? Or something, or another RPG Final that Fantasy was great 8. That people probably forgot about.
Final Fantasy 8 would have been perfect because it's not coming to Xbox or Nintendo Switch.
I think that game has some licensing issues because that game, you don't see it being circled around. So there has to be some type of licensing issue with that one game. Like, I don't know if it's with Steam. I think someone says Steam or something, but that game's not coming to Switch. You don't see that game played on PlayStation much. Like Rufus said Parasite's Eve. Parasite's Eve would have been a great game on the PlayStation Classic.
Michael says Nintendo have too much respect for other companies to take shots at them. I can see a very, very smug Reggie showing off the N64 though. Possibly, but
N64 was their downfall though.
I don't think Nintendo has. Just body these people, man. That's all I got to say about that. Just go ahead and body them. Like it's not that hard to be like, look, all our first party titles, you know, you can play our games on there. Like, you should just do what Sony did, like Sony did the Xbox. It's not that hard. Not that hard. But I know for a fact that's gonna body the classic. I will Star Fox 64. That'll be a great game. The library can go on and on and on about how excuse me. The library, you can go on and on with this library, and they only need about what 20 to 30 games, and you think they'd just be okay with it. So, and bundles with controllers, like depending on how they want to go about that as well, like they could definitely kill this thing.
100%. I agree.
What about you, Lieutenant Surge? You got any more things to add? Because I know you was like, go give me all of them, take all my money.
500 stacks? Sheesh.
Hey, like I said, I fanboy over the N64. I'll take it no matter how much it costs.
I feel you.
That's my system, man.
Let me ask you this.
Wait, Grace.
Let me ask you this.
I would give up everything I have right now for N64.
Are you the Nintendo 64 kid?
Oh wow.
Is that you?
Yes. Yes. It was me.
Nintendo 64.
Oh my god.
Dude, that kid was crazy. Every time I watch that video, I still laugh. But
I still do.
Regardless, 64 is coming. Can't wait. It's going to dominate.
Yo, Celsius. I think that may be a huge Microsoft issue. Killer Instinct.
Maybe.
I think Microsoft
owns the title.
I think Microsoft will be
that whole rare issue. That's why GoldenEye is an issue too.
But I think Microsoft's would be a little bit more lenient with that.
Killer Instinct.
Hopefully, with all the
I would love it.
No, I really do. I think Microsoft, and Salty can speak to this, I think they would be a little bit more lenient with Nintendo. Nintendo will ask them, hey, can we get Banjo? Can we get certain titles? I think Microsoft would be a little bit more lenient.
was amazing.
Lenient about it.
Yeah, it was awesome. I just think that they've kind of formed a bridge when they started that whole crossplay thing with Minecraft. So they have a good relationship at this point. So they might be like, hey, we could give you some of these old titles, put them on that, N64 Classic. We scratch your back, and then down the line, you scratch our back. I don't know. So
it'll be exactly that.
Not
they do it, it's gonna be I scratch yours, you scratch mine.
Yeah. So.
Not to take anything from that, but if anything, Nintendo could, from this partnership, talk with Microsoft and ask how to make a successful online, because I will say this, and I haven't gone on record saying this, I'll go on record saying it in front of you guys, Microsoft has the most successful online out of all the companies.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to, we shouldn't subscribe to this whole console war shit, because behind closed doors, these dudes just, they rub elbows. Phil Spencer goes to Japan. He has meetings with these people. They know each other. They have relationships. Who knows how often they contact each other. When it comes to business, it's all about, hey, what can we do for you and you do for us, and we help you, blah blah blah. Except if you're direct competitors. And honestly, this isn't a dig at Nintendo, but Microsoft sees Google and Amazon as its main competitors. So it's not like, hey, Nintendo, we're battling Nintendo, and Nintendo doesn't see Microsoft as a competitor, so they could help each other, So
I agree with you wholeheartedly, because it's if anything, I would say Nintendo even said that Microsoft and Sony aren't their competitors. Nintendo is trying to combat against Apple, if you really want to take it there.
Yeah.
So I agree with you 100% on that.
So there's some proponents of there's a lot of elitists out there when it comes to consoles and what you get as first party titles. Oh my God, if you put so you have the games as a service model for Game Pass. I honestly wouldn't give a shit if they put Game Pass on Nintendo, because it's gamers get to experience those games. I don't have allegiance to Master Chief being on Xbox or whatever. That's not the way I roll with things. I'm in the ecosystem, but I'm not stubborn enough or elite enough to be oh my God, we got Halo, we got this and that, and you guys can't have it because you don't have an Xbox, sucker. That's not how I look at it, right? So there's a lot of people that fear the future for Xbox because they might go that direction, but I really could care less. If it was on a Nintendo Switch, enjoy it, is what I say. So,
and I think Nintendo, because like I said, what I wanted to add is I'm fine with Nintendo breaking the waves, but Nintendo puts value on their intellectual properties. But what I like to see, I like seeing what Ubisoft does with Nintendo. Nintendo make a real partnership. Nintendo gives them full range to use their intellectual properties for a brand new third-party game. Mario & Rabbids was the birth of Starlink. And Starlink, to me, it blows my mind that a third-party company. Now I'm going to say something that's going to really probably trigger a lot of people. Ubisoft made a much better Star Fox game than Nintendo ever did.
Don't say it out loud, buddy.
Hey, no, Abaddon, just to piggyback off of that, people a couple years ago thinking that Ubisoft would be making games for Nintendo or whatever. If you go outside, a couple years back, they'd probably say that was an impossibility, right? It's not going to happen. Right. But they had to extend themselves out. So if you look at Microsoft as a publisher, which they are, instead of this console wars stuff, because that's what people get narrow-minded. If you look at it, they're a publisher, just like Ubisoft is a publisher. So deals can be made back and forth, is what I say. So
I agree with you, and it could go both ways with Nintendo, because people forget Nintendo is also a publisher themselves. So it's a big game. It's honestly, this is what I've been saying for the longest time. Me and Nick had this conversation over and over again, and I feel the company that we need to be the most concerned about succeeding is actually Sony.
Yeah.
Because
I agree.
Sony right now are the ones who are really there, even though their PS4 is doing good. if they don't change the way they're doing things for the PlayStation 5, because everything you're bringing about with Nintendo, I wanted to say that Nintendo has been opening up more and more and more to being super rigid. Every time Nintendo has been rigid, like look at the Wii U. I have a Wii U. I know those days. There were like these seasons, like literally it'll go from January to December. You really did not get nothing but virtual console games.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it was kind of the similar way over on the Xbox side, on the Xbox One. So I mean,
so you understand too. So you guys, it was a struggle for a long time. But with the Nintendo Switch, what I like now, their marketing has stepped up tenfold. Can it be better? Yes. Can their online can be better? Yes. Is everything stellar? No. When it comes to their first party games and their attach rates, and are they pushing out games? Yes, they are. I'm not going to take that away from them. Now, with this new president Furukawa, I have my concerns. I like Kimishima better. Kimishima got things done in the small time he was there. He turned Nintendo around. It's like you see that everything's in a good spot now. And I looked at the last investor meeting, and Furukawa is more concerned about increasing the appeal of what they have, which I could understand the logic behind that, because you want to have another option. You want to hold yourself as another option. I can understand that. But at the same time, that's super risky as a business, because if people are not already happy with the product, it's going to be hard to change their minds if they're used to and they're satisfied with another product they see and find, and that is superior. So right now, Nintendo should invest more stock into. This is what I'm just getting it all out to round up to the whole fanboying thing. Nintendo should find a way to make a better online infrastructure and work along with that. Now, in terms of the Game Pass idea that I was shutting down, I would say the day in
sure did shut it down.
Huh?
Sure did shut that one down.
Okay. when it comes to the day in day out, that I wouldn't get so much, but I will say they should open up an online service kind of like Sony, where you could get at least one of their newer games for free. One of their first party games you could get this, download this game for free per month. Maybe let's say 6 months later, when this game is out, you can try this game for free if you are a Nintendo Switch Online member. That will increase value into being a member and say, you know what? Okay, I could probably download this game later on and increase the value of those gold coins. If you increase the value of those gold coins you get for buying a game, let's say you buy one $60 game, right? Let's say instead of getting like $6 credit, you get $30 credit. So if you buy enough games, it's like, or not, that might probably be too much. Let's just say about $25. If you buy a $60 game, you get $25 credit on your next game. That's really good, especially with the Switch infrastructure, having a whole bunch of indie games. People can say, oh, well, this indie game's coming out soon too, so I can use that money to get this and get that. So, but yeah, those are my thoughts on that, on everything. I try to sum it up in 5 minutes, everything I've heard so far. Awesome. Hopefully I succeeded.
Is Nick muted again?
No, I'm just chilling. Okay. So did you get all of it out, Abaddon? Did you get everything out?
Yeah. And Saltius is right. Yeah. You can't succeed without taking risk, and that's why I don't completely shut down what Nintendo's doing, because they are taking a big risk right now by maintaining their foot and saying they want to increase the appeal of the online service. That's a huge risk, considering that the risk is the online service is not the best for everyone.
It'll be a risk that'll be well taken in if they really do improve the appeal, if they do it right. I agree. Right. I know Akuma said Nintendo doesn't need to do anything but online service. It should be a priority for them to improve on it and get the appeal of it up, because I think it can go a long way. It can go a long way. So that'll do it for the podcast, because I really got to use the restroom. So
Okay.
We're gonna go ahead and end it here, so we're gonna get ready to do all of our outros. Everybody in the chat, appreciate y'all for stopping by. Born Distracted, Crazy Greek Dude, Riot Go. I cannot pronounce this. Haruhi. How do you pronounce that, Abaddon? Haruhi. Shizumiya. I don't know. Appreciate y'all.
I mess up all the time.
Akuma, I see you. Rufus. I mean, let's see here. Seswick. Oh man, it was a good day. We had 20 people in here. We were kind of floating around 20 the whole time. So everybody that was there, appreciate y'all. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and start with the outros. Let's start with the homie Lieutenant Surge. Been a minute, man. Lieutenant Surge is a good buddy of mine. He's in my Madden league, but he doesn't just do Madden. He's much like me. He likes to play a lot of MOBAs. Likes to play a whole bunch of games, period. So let's just go ahead and hit him with that outro and let him know what you do, all that good stuff, dude.
Man, I play a little bit of everything, like you said. Normally, at least every day, if not every other day, I'm streaming at least one game of Madden. I'm gonna, as soon as I get my work schedule kind of down pat, I'm gonna start streaming again with more Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and definitely gonna be going through and streaming and restreaming My Heroes One Justice.
Nice.
I'm playing that game and it's amazing. I love it. Hey, man, get it on the Xbox, we'll fight. But yeah, so I believe you got me in your description, right?
Yeah, I got it in the description, and I'm trying to get it
right,
put in the chat, but the chat's not loading up.
It's going to be twitch.tv/ResinDemon27.
You have Twitter?
But I don't have a Twitter set up yet. I gotta get one set up.
We better get one set up.
Yeah. And also everything that I stream, I'm going to start moving it over to YouTube as a kind of a library of my streams.
Nice.
So definitely, if you don't catch me live, you can always go back and watch it. It's going to be it's Lieutenant Surge Gaming on YouTube. I believe Nicktendo is over there putting it in the description right now.
I put it in there, right there in the description. I'm having issues with my this thing is locking up, so I don't know how well it's gonna go. So check him out, good buddy of mine. He's got to get his Twitter set up. Rookie, get your Twitter set up, dude. So moving on to the next dude, Abaddon. What's going on, man?
Comcast is whack. Like, I don't know where my internet goes out. Like literally, right when we go live, my internet goes out.
Hey man,
so that was funny.
I don't know what to tell you. Tell them how you really feel.
So, but this is Abaddon. What's going on, people? Usually a lot more put together than this. So sorry if I seem all over the place today, but you guys don't know me, Abaddon Smith. I do gaming reactions, gaming opinions, and live streams, and not live stream highlights for the YouTube channel, for the Twitch channel. I do a whole bunch of gaming live streams, and I'm gonna start doing music live streams as well. So got my music headphones back on, so you're gonna see a lot more of that. So make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel, following the Twitch channel for the best content. And there will be another round of Soul Tier myself again. This is going to be going on occurrence because I got nothing but respect for somebody who could stand their ground, who's passionate about video games. It's fun having these conversations because there's no blood at the end of the day.
Yep.
So last but not least, the homie Salty is Gaming. It was good having you on here. I'm going to put that in the description. Everybody click on that link. Hit the subscribe button. What's going on, man? Let them know what you do.
Just to let you guys know, I went to Starbucks tonight. I was kind of tired. I was just like, man, I need to pick me up. I had some double shot espresso shots. So that's why I was live tonight. But like I said before, I'm strong in my opinion, and that's why I'm on YouTube. I mean, if you weren't strong in your opinion on YouTube and you're not passionate, it's probably the wrong place to be. So I definitely appreciate Abaddon's passion, and this is how it's supposed to be done, folks. I mean, did I get loud? Yes. I mean, so that's not a big thing. Like the biggest thing is like you have debates, and then you're cool at the end. Like it's not like I have anything personal. It's a debate. It's what it is, and it's what makes these podcasts interesting. I mean, if you guys all have the same opinions and you guys are going around and circle jerking each other, I mean, it's not that exciting, you know. So.
It's not. It adds value.
So really I appreciate the invite. I mean, XO is right up my alley. I hope let you guys know some information maybe you didn't know. So you can hit me up on Saltiest Gaming, 2 words, YouTube. I just started an Instagram. Going to be posting some videos that you can only find there. So Instagram.com/Saltiest Gaming. That's about it, man. I mean, on the grind, trying to get 3,000 whenever I can.
Yo, Nick, I got someone we can raid.
What we got? Who we got?
We got Rags.
All right, put that link in the description box. So after this, we're going to go over and raid the homie Rack. So y'all know who this is. This is Nicktendo Direct. You know what I do here, the daily show. We also do the podcast here on Sundays. Hit that subscribe button, all that good stuff. Check out the links in the description box, every single one. Every support to everybody is appreciated. And like I said, I appreciate everybody on this panel, really do. Especially you, Lieutenant Surge and Salty. You all kind of showed up last minute, so I really do appreciate that because I didn't really give anybody a whole lot of time. So really do. So what we're gonna do after this is we get out. Abaddon posted the link in the chat, so click that one, head over the racks and just say hashtag Nicktendo Raid. How about that? We'll just do that. So. We out this thing. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you next week or tomorrow for the day show. Peace.